Hey guys, this is Red from Red's Third Dimension Gaming, and today I'm going to talk about Sony's press conference. I'm really tired. I've been trying to get up every single trailer that I can, and I've been making comparison videos and some pretty awesome stuff. Um, and some of it I have to download in 720p, and then I have to add a little bit of contrast and make the video 1080p. It does look better. I don't add like as much as I did with like Dragon Guard. I added like a little bit, and it looks really good, especially on Uncharted. It looked really amazing. We'll get to that later on that news. So I'm gonna go down my videos since I have like every single video that was there, and I am gonna remember some of it hopefully. The first thing they showed off at Sony's press conferences, before it even started, they showed off Killzone Shadowfall Intercept, which is a DLC. Um, and that was pretty cool. I actually thought it was a new game at first, and I was like, "There's new Killzone game," and now I believe it's a DLC, a co-op, or it's just a multiplayer co-op thing. I'd have to rewind. I don't remember exactly, but it's either a co-op or it's a DLC. It might be a 4-player or 8-player co-op. The next thing, the Order 1886, they kicked it off with a big bang with that. That was cool. I like the Order. They didn't show a big gameplay demo, but they already showed that in a live stream. They went pretty fast this time. They were like Microsoft, except they showed off even more games. They had one little spot that I didn't like in there, and I'll go over that after I go through the games that they went over. They did come out with Entwined. They showed a 1 minute, about a 1 minute video, and then they went on to the next thing. And Destiny, it got like all this big stuff. It was pretty awesome. There's a white PS4 bundle coming out, and it's probably, I guarantee you, this is probably going to be $400 when it comes out. If it's not 400, that's kind of strange because they're just basically giving you a free game. I want to trade in my PS4, my black one, for this. It looks awesome. If you haven't seen it, I can actually put some of the stuff, some of the trailers and stuff, and I'll put it above here so you guys can see all this cool stuff that went on. Yeah, that was pretty sweet too. Oh, I just wanted that white PS4, even though my white PS3 broke, so we'll have to see about that. Going up my trailers list, I'm pretty sure I did them in order. Infamous Second Son got a DLC, First Light, and that'll be coming soon. Little Big Planet 3 got a release date. That was, oh my gosh, I literally was like sitting there with my mouth open. I was like, didn't they say they're not going to be here or something? Media Molecule, I believe it's Media Molecule. I wasn't paying attention that much. I was paying attention more to them playing the game than actually the details. There's a new Little Big Planet. It's called Little Big Planet 3. I was right on that. That's where I was just like, that's what I wanted, and they gave it to me. Yeah, it looked cool, and they introduced new characters. It was really cool. They introduced some new characters, and they kept like doing it. I think there's like 3 or 4 new characters. It was pretty sweet. And I believe that's coming out in October or November. I think I have an official release date on this other article I was looking on. Oh, it's going to be in November, and you get access to all the, this is what I really wanted, that you get access to all user created levels from Little Big Planet 1 and 2. That's pretty awesome. I don't know how the Vita works with that, but I guess the Vita doesn't work. None of the Vita levels. I'm not sure how the Vita, I never played online on the Vita. I don't know how the Vita one works, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. As soon as they showed this trailer, I was just like, yeah, this is Beast Souls. I had no clue what the little Asian guy said. He said Bloodborne, apparently. This is what the new game is. It debuted. It looks pretty freaking sweet. That was like on Twitter, like everyone was like, boop, 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 boop. Yeah, that game looks pretty awesome. It doesn't even look like Demon Souls to me. When they started showing the gameplay, it looked like a horror game. At first I was like, is this like a Resident Evil game? Because and I was like, oh, that's the Beast Souls, because it like looked different. I was like, maybe it's Resident Evil. It looks really good. Maybe it's like a horror survival game. I have no idea. I really hope they bring more gameplay of this to Gamescom and TGS. That game looks sweet. They went right for the next trailers and the next one. Dead Island 2, that got officially announced. At first I wasn't sure. I asked my friend, is that going to be exclusive or is it not? Because all of a sudden the broadcast went out and then it all of a sudden started showing up again. But yeah, that game looks pretty awesome. Hopefully it's totally different from the other Dead Islands. I didn't really like the second one too much, Riptide, and I didn't like the first Dead Island that much. Well, I played it a little bit and couldn't get into it. You have to have a good group of friends. If you have stupid friends that don't like do anything, they try to. I had a friend that like tried to kill me on purpose, and he tried to take all my stuff. He didn't help me at all. So yeah, you have to have good friends to play the game. Let It Die. That's a PS3 exclusive, PS4 exclusive, I believe. It's like a fighting. It kind of looks like Twisted Metal meets a fighting game. And that's kind of what it looked like. Abzu. I don't even remember about that one. Grim Fandango remake, and that's apparently like a 10-year-old game or something. I've never heard of it. It was pretty funny. Some of the jokes they had was pretty funny in the conference. Sony had a couple jabs at Microsoft, especially with like PlayStation camera. And they didn't show any of the Project Morpheus, but they talked about it a little bit briefly. They talked about it really briefly. PlayStation TV, they changed the name of PlayStation Vita, and it's actually PlayStation TV now, and it's only $100, and you can play like a bunch, like any games that you have in your PlayStation library, and in your any like most Vita games. It didn't say what Vita games, but they weren't telling us which ones it was going to work with. It said some, so hopefully it's some good ones, and hopefully it looks like you can plug in HDMI so you can record hopefully from it, and then that would help some of you guys that want to record Vita videos. It's only $100. It was like $140, and you get like a voucher code for a Lego game, and you get a PS3 controller, I believe. I can't remember. It was either a PS3 or PS4. They didn't show Heavenly Sword 2. They talked about some stupid stuff in between, like in the middle. They started talking about TV shows and their movies, and I told my friend, yeah, well, your movies, you can only download it once, and you can never re-download it again. That's how it works on PlayStation. So don't buy movies from them. It's really stupid. So if your PS3 dies, you can never get it back. That happened with me on a couple movies. I don't know if they changed their minds, but that's basically how it works, and I never wanted to buy anything. And the guy on there was just really this fat guy that was really annoying, and no one cared. I tuned out the whole time. I tuned out. I didn't care. He was just talking about some TV show he wanted. That was the one down. That was the only thing that was bad about the conference. It was like about 5 minutes because I think the guy, he wanted him to get right off the stage. He's just like, there we go. Yeah, I was like that, but yeah, he was really slow, and my friend said he sounds nervous. They did show Ratchet & Clank the movie. They showed a new trailer for that. I believe that's coming out in 2015. So you can bring your nephews and little kids and children to watch it with you. It should be awesome. What else do I got? I think, oh my gosh, I'm going pretty fast because I'm tired and I just want to get through it. Before they showed that, they showed Mortal Kombat 10. And that looked awesome. They talked about it being like back in, like when PlayStation first got started. Where did they have? Mortal Kombat. And they showed off this awesome gameplay video. Oh, okay. I'll go to the exciting news later. The Last of Us Remastered got a new trailer. It looks really, 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 really good. This one is amazing looking. Oh my gosh. And they had an awesome song in it. Yeah, and watch my comparison video because I do a comparison between that and the last game. They did show off Metal Gear. They showed off some third parties, and they're really good third party games. I wish they would have had Final Fantasy 15, but that actually, I didn't even think about it when I was watching the whole thing. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain looks amazing in 1080p. It looks so good, that whole game. When they showed his face, you could see every little detail and the white stuff on his face. Yeah, it was so awesome. And they did show, I think they showed a couple indie games. They did show that they're working with Devolver, which I can get pretty much any of their games for free if I want to. They're a pretty awesome company. They made Hotline Miami 2. So any like their games are apparently coming to PlayStation. That I guess we're on PC. Like Mech Runner, that was one of them, I believe. And yeah, so you got some more indie games, and finally the main thing they had to close off the show, he just left the stage. Andrew House just left the stage, and boom, Uncharted came up. As soon as it said Naughty Dog, I was just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I was like drooling on this. I had to watch it a couple times. It looked so good. Like, you know how like this is why my cousin, he said, oh well, Uncharted, they look kind of cartoonish. He didn't look cartoonish. They changed up Nathan Drake, and he looks amazing. The visuals, I think they look better than The Last of Us, which it's pretty awesome. Everything about it looks like almost real life. They did show some of it might have been in game too when he was walking, but they weren't like really showing you much. I think that's how the rest of the game was going to look. It's going to actually look that good. Halo didn't even show off any more than 50 seconds of a trailer. They didn't show like much. But that was their only game at Microsoft. So you already had the Uncharted, The Last of Us Remastered. They did show off Mortal Kombat, which I'm guaranteeing that's going to sell more now. Little Big Planet 3, that's a big one. Let It Die, Bloodborne, and yeah, those were some big games right there. And The Order, I didn't even say about The Order. The Order comes out in February. That game is awesome. So overall, definitely, this year was awesome. Some people were complaining about The Last Guardian not being announced. I actually did think about that later, but here's the thing. There's 2 more conferences. They got to show something at Gamescom. That's a European conference. They could show it there. They could either show it at TGS because it's Sony Japan studio that's working on it. They could show it off there. They probably will. That's probably where they're going to show it off because it's Sony Japan. And they need to get Japan excited about something. They're going to show off Final Fantasy there. They're going to show off Kingdom Hearts there. And then they're going to have some more Japanese developers on those systems over there. They might show off a new Resident Evil maybe over there. Or Europe. They got all these different areas. You got to think. They don't want to just say all their good exclusives now. Microsoft still has to show off Quantum Break. And they still got to show off some other games. So they got to compete. You gotta think they can't show everything. They did show a lot though compared to Microsoft. Microsoft was like, it was okay. They had a lot of good third parties. That was the only good thing. They showed a lot of good third party, and then they showed Halo, and they showed something about Gears. They just showed the sign. That's it. They didn't show anything, no trailer, nothing. So if I would give them a score, I would definitely give them an A+, 10 out of 10. It was good. And whatever they didn't bring here, they'll probably bring to, like Guerrilla's new RPG IP, that's coming to Gamescom. Why would it not? Because they're from Germany. They would probably be at Gamescom is when that's going to come out. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget the thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe. Check out my Last of Us versus Uncharted PS4 gameplay trailers, all in 1080p. It looks amazing. First part of it's like a mix that goes back and forth, and it kind of looks cool. It kind of actually flows really well. And then the second half is, a lot of you complain about The Last of Us PS3 versus PS4, how it wasn't side by side. I did a side by side. it looks okay. I had to kind of like some of it's not exactly lined up entirely evenly, because what else can I do? I had to keep more of The Last of Us in some parts, so I had to move it around and stuff. It takes a lot of work. If IGN and all them, if they do a side by side, they have a lot more technology than me. I don't have a special technology for that, but it looks pretty good, and you can see the definite difference between the two, and you guys can decide for yourself which one looks better. So thank you guys for watching. See ya. Become a patron today and you get exclusive rewards and exclusive access to content and behind the scenes before my videos are even out. It only costs $1. Hey everyone, this is Red. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, or actually add me on Facebook, and we can become friends and talk. I also have a website where you can find all my latest walkthroughs, PlayStation Talk episode, and every single gaming video all in one place. And also reviews. And last but not least, don't forget to like the video and just hit that little subscribe button down below.